the thick of it all. And if they don't give me room, well then I'll give them the wall. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo street. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
NASCAR on speed. Be there.
3 races left in the Pennzoil Truck Series season number 5. And we head down to the Texas World Speedway in College Station, Texas. It is the Nationwide 250, our 8th chase race of 10 in the season. Only 3 races left to crown a Pennzoil Truck Series champion. And on the pole for today's race is the number 14 Marcus Sachi, who's outside the 2 of Mathis Wells. Then 3rd, Stephen Taylor. 4th is Keith Stevens, he's up there in points. And rounding out the top 5, we have Derek Bouchard. Then 6th, it's Blake Petrus. 7th place, we have Krishan Richardson. Jonathan Beeford in 8th. 9th is Jack Caramo. And Max Rossi rounds out the top 10. As we look at the rest of the field, there's Tim Randolph, and to his inside is Roland Cook. Then we have Eli Tomlin with Landon Lyons, along with Danny Bright and Trey Rainey. Then there's Cynthia Bright and Michael Sanders. Racer, our points are starting in the Hornet's Nest in 20th. Can he get out of there in time? Anthony Hernandez to his inside on the 13th. Then we have Luke Rainey and Ricky Miller, along with Anton Charlebois and Jake Galloway. Then there's Matt Hamill and Marshall Burrow. Lord Olano with Mike Burrow. Then second in points, Cole Luigi, Reese Bennett to his outside. Then there's Daniel Price and Lawrence Palanpon, Riley Spurley too with Francis Dustin, and Oliver Galloway and Danny Lloyd rounding out the 36 truck field for the Nationwide 250 here at Texas World. As let's get going with our starting command.
Drivers, start your engines!
And the 36 truck field roars to life here at the Texas World Speedway as we get ready to go green for chase race number 8 in the Pennzoil Truck Series Season 5. 36 trucks rolling off the starting grid. Marcus Sachi and Mathis Wells, last season's champion, will lead us to the green flag on the front row. Coming into this race, the points lead, not close at all. Racer has absolutely dominated the chase so far and has an 11-point gap, a full race over Code Luigi. The best the 31 team can do is tie the 30 here today if the 30 were to get last in the chase and Luigi were to get first in the chase. And then behind Luigi, it is a close battle, second on back. Keith Stevens only 1 point behind Luigi, 12 points behind the points leader. And then you have Anthony Hernandez and Tim Randolph both tied. They are 3 points behind Luigi, but 14 points behind the 30. If Racer, though, has a bad day starting in the 20th position in the middle of Hornet's Nest, everyone can come right back into it. 19 laps at the Texas World Speedway here in the Nationwide 250. Let's get going. 7 on the gas is the 14 and the 2. We are green at Texas World. Contact in front of the field. Stevens goes around with Wells. To the inside goes the 2. They spin back up the track. Who's all going to be involved? Trucks take to the apron in the grass. Yellow lap 1. And Racer looks like makes it through, but some chasers were involved. It was lap number 1. Sachi leads us back from the pole with Derek Bouchard second. And then 4 trucks pull away. Yellow flag though. And look at the dash of the 19th Blake Petrus. It looked like Coluigi took to the apron but got through it, along with the Racer in the 30. There they are. Serge 20th, Luigi 21st. Looked like they both made it through the mayhem in front of them. They were only 3 wide as well. It sounded like they were 4 wide. We normally see issues with 4 wide here. They were 3 wide and they made contact. So Marcus Sachi from the pole left back, and already lap number 1 we have issues. Keith Stevens, 3rd in points, coming into this race, damaged and with issues towards the back of the field. Let's see the 3 wide incident that brought out the caution flag on the first lap. Here it is coming down the backstretch. They're only 3 wide. It's not like they're 4 wide or anything. We normally see issues with 4 wide. 3 wide's normally all right. And Stevens just up into the 2 trying to side draft and too much right there. They make contact into each other. Cook in the 47 gets hit with Stevens. Around they go. And then in front of the field goes the 2 and some of these others. And Trey Ray gets into Landon Lyons. They all stack up then. And right here comes the 81 into it. There's the 18 getting into the 13. The 3 spins him. There's Luigi taken to the apron. The 13 slamming the outside wall. The 17 that got involved. The 33, the 88, the 12. I mean, that is insane. Lap 1, and we have a caution flag. And once again, it's not like they were, 4 wide in the pack. They're only 3 by 3. We didn't see any instance of 4 wide. I'm really shocked that this happened. I'm really shocked Stevens was playing it that aggressive for lap 1 in a chase race. There's only 3 chases 3 chase races left. I'm honestly shocked that Stevens decided to get that close to the 2 on lap number 1 of a 19-lap event here in the chase. Luckily for Stevens, looked like he just did a spin down to the inside, didn't really hit anything, so he should be all right. Anthony Hernandez definitely got the worst of it. There's Racer getting right through it. Danny Bright slammed on the brakes. Ricky Miller, and the 12 may have been involved. So the caution in the air. The main drivers in points, like Cole Luigi and Racer. They made it past. There's Luigi, there's Racer, racing back to the caution flag. Sir beats Luigi. They're going to be 20th and 21st, probably a little bit higher since we do have some damage trucks up towards the front of the field. So yellow flag is out. It's Marcus Sauchi in the 14 with the race lead start on the pole. He's led every lap so far, so we're going to go back green early in this race. Then he's 250 under caution here early. Coming back to the green flag, lap number 6, it's pole sitter Marcus Sauchi out front in the Nationwide 250. Matt Hamill in the 7, the only truck to retire off that. Trey Rain, the 18, is falling a lap down, but still in the race. 34 trucks on the lead lap match, as well as last season's champion, the last of them. So Marcus Sauchi in the 14 out front for the restart on lap number 6. Derek Bouchard will be in 2nd. 3rd is Jack Caneramo, Steven Taylor 4th, and Keshawn Richardson 5th. Then Tim Renoff 6th, Jonathan Buford 7th, Max Rossi 8th, Michael Stanners 9th, and Anthony Charles rounding out the top 10. As we look further back in the field, we see that points to the racers 18th, right behind him, 2nd in points. Cole Luigi is 19th. The lineup nose to tail for the restart. So as the Pennzoil Truck Series here at Texas World, we know that the Target Series and the Gary Cup Series will be heading to the Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas to do their battle and their championship. We'll see how those two play out here at Texas. But meanwhile, here at Texas World, we're back green. Marcus Sauchi, our race leader in the 14. He got a good jump once again. Bouchard in the 15 spun the tires. We'll see if Cameron makes the move. No, Steven Taylor in the 44 goes low for the 3rd position to turn 1. The 07 of Buford pulls down line. Trying to get down the 21 of Keshawn Richardson down in front of the 07. Now the 44 to the inside of the 15 as they come off turn number 2. Down the back stretch. Hopefully they stay further apart. 41 almost up into the 50 there. Almost contact there, but they sort it out all right. Now to the inside for the lead. Taylor tried to get to Marcus Sauchi. The 14 blocks it off. Now up the racetrack goes the 44. Down low. The 21 and the 07 work together on the bottom lane. To the inside, the 14 is Sauchi. To the start-finish line, side by side. And it looks like it may have been Sauchi by a nose. Here they come now 3 wide. Jonathan Buford to the inside of the 07. Now it's seen 3 wide cause that first incident. Should these drivers be a little bit worried, be a little anxious that there could be a crash because they're 3 wide? And Charles up to 2nd. 1 at Talladega. Luke Rainey in the 29 behind, looking to turn his luck around. The past few races for him have been horrible, miserable, as he would probably call it. He's looking to get back to victory lane in the Pennzoil Truck Series. It'll be his 5th time this season. He's looking for the lead off turn 4. He has a run to the inside of Anthony Charles. Here they come down the front stretch. Side by side to lead lap number 7. Luke Rain, the inside lane to push, gonna lead. At the start-finish line, Racer, our points there, coming 3 wide to the bottom for 2nd. He wants to finish out of Cole Luigi. He's right now further back in the field. The 31 didn't make up ground. In fact, lost ground on the restart, trying to just get it back. Now he's on the inside lane moving forward. Derek Bouchard the 15 through to 2nd. Gonna try and make the move on points there, Racer. Remember, Derek Bouchard's in the chase, so if he can shuffle that 30 back, that will be in his best interest to do so right now. Here he comes to the inside. Oh, contact the A4 may put the 29 to the wall. They kept it going straight though, and we did not get a yellow flag. Derek Bouchard moves the 30 off the racetrack, and now Derek Bouchard moves out front to the lead. With Eli Tomlin the 3 come to the bottom lane. Here they come off turn 4. Entry Cole Luigi, how he was outside the top 20. Where here he is now breaking his way inside the top 10. The 31 truck coming forward. He's going to make a 3 wide move there and put Racer up top. So Racer now up top 3 wide, falling back. Not where he wants to be. There's 4 wide further back. Raspberry to Steven Taylor. Getting close in the middle of the field. That could cause an accident. Can Taylor get in line off turn number 2? We see the incidents happen down the back stretch. They run together, run they go! Racer into the outside wall, the 30. Derek Bouchard goes for a spin. Into it goes Keith Stevens, 3rd points. Caneramo, Cook hit at the end by Cynthia Bright. And we get a yellow flag. Racer pitching the outside wall with others racing back. It is Eli Tomlin out front. Max Rossi give me 2nd and Cole Luigi 3rd. 10 to go, yellow flag. And we will have a late race restart here in the Nationwide 250 at Texas World. Our race leader Eli Tomlin in the 3. But damage in this crash, Chaser Derek Bouchard and also Racer. Keith Stevens 3rd in points damage. Sir did get a little bit of it. We'll see how the 30 is. Right now currently scored 14th. So caution is out for the 2nd time. They squeeze together off of the corner and they make contact. Let's see what happened. Caution is out. 2nd time. 4 wide down the backstretch here at Texas World. Well, we saw how they were squeezing together 4 wide off turn 2. We knew that wasn't going to work down the backstretch. Track's not made for 4 wide. And right here down the backstretch, pinching together the 16, the 4-4, up into the 15. Bouchard goes for a spin. Racer pinching the outside wall. Sprayed Tube gets away. Taylor spins around. Right there, look at Ricky Miller getting through the madness. Marcus Sachi. Then there's Stevens getting hit. Caramo and Rowan Cook make contact. They go around with Cynthia Bright in the 33 getting damaged. But how about Ricky Miller making his way through the madness? He's one of the chasers. He's 9 points behind Cole Luigi. And Luigi's once again 11 points behind Racer. But the 30 has some issues here. The 12 could gain points. And it looks like Miller did miss the crash down the bottom lane, that yellow 12 truck right there. You'll see him juke low, then high. I mean, Ricky Miller did a great job there in the 12, getting by all the madness. All these chasers are wrecking around him. Miller finds a way through it and escapes unscathed. Let's go on board Derek Bouchard in the 15, one of our chasers, spinning around down the backstretch here in the Nationwide 250. Pretty heavy damage there to the side of the number 15 of Derek Bouchard. Keith Stevens came into the race, third in points, gets some pretty heavy front end damage in this crash. Yeah, just absolutely nowhere to go there for the number 25. Let's also go on board with Racer in the 30. Points leader put into the wall in the crash. We'll have to see how bad the damage is at 30, if it's going to slow him down at all. One more on board. Let's see how Ricky Miller was able to sneak his way through this top to bottom. Man, wow. Close there for Ricky Miller to miss that crash, get through unscathed. The 12 did a great job there. But leading us back to the caution flag is non-chaser Eli Tomlin. Tomlin has dominated since he took over the race lead, but now he has a restart to deal with. The 3 truck out front of chasers Max Rossi and Cole Luigi once we get back going here at Texas World. Coming back to the restart, lap number 14 will be 6 laps to go, so if we get a caution flag in between now and once we get to the line to get 5 to go, we will get a restart. If we don't, the race will be official at the 5 to go mark. The A1 of Laura Delano has lost a header tough break for her. She'll be out of the race. 33 trucks on the lead lap. Eli Tomlin leads with Max Rossi second, Cole Luigi third, Danny Bright fourth, and Kishon Richardson fifth. Second through fourth are Chasers back racing. Racer our points are 14th and with some damage. Back racing, Tomlin jumps away on Rossi and Cole Luigi. A great jump there for Eli Tomlin. Now can the third one. Here comes to the bottom of Max Rossi. Wants to make that move before anyone else does to turn 1. Kishon Richardson, the 21, jumps low as well. We saw the field slowed up due to damaged trucks. Tomlin and the 3 pulls ahead as they race their way down the backstretch. Racer on the bottom lane moving forward. That 30 may be all right. Let's have to see once we get further into the run. We're coming to 5 to go. Big mark for these drivers at the front. They know a yellow flag at any point would end this race. Here comes Richardson to the bottom of Eli Tomlin. He'll get to the stripe first. 5 to go. Yellow flag would end it in the Nationwide 250. Mike Burrow the 20 to the bottom to turn 1. And Racer in the 30, breaking out of line to get to the bottom 3 wide. Mike Burrow taking advantage to get to the point through 1 and 2. They're 4 wide. Can they sort it out in time? Looks like they do. Down the backstretch, 77 get up in line. Just double foul for most of the pack. Into Charles Bois. Danny Lloyd, 3 wide. Luke Rainey. Racer moving forward in the 30. Up inside the top 2, going for the lead at Texas World. That truck was damaged in the crash, last caution. And now here he is battling with 4 to go for the lead and the win. But Luke Rainey jumps to the bottom. Danny Brent, the 88, trying to go to the middle lane, trying to get the side draft. They make it 3 wide, the 30 up top. Jonathan Buford gets his second. Here comes the 23, Daniel Price to the bottom. He'll go for the race lead. Pushing Jonathan Buford. Price got a little tight there. The 07 moves up to block the advance of the 29. Allows the 23 that inside lane, but he's not far enough up to make that work. Coming to 3 to go. Here in the Nationwide 250. Front of the field, single file. Now Eli Tomlin, the 3, jumps low on Jake Galloway. I think you're going to want to be out front, because you never know when these drivers are going to crash. We saw with the 3 and 4 wide, you could definitely crash at any point. And with them being side by side, it's allowing the 07 to pull away. They are 4 wide further back. Squeezing together, Danny Bright and Danny Lloyd. With Luke Rainey also in it. Racer top to bottom there to get in line. Cole Luigi for second. And lap traffic ahead. Damaged trucks could play a factor, but if we crash this time, which they're gonna, the 10 goes around. With the 88, the yellow flag, and who's gonna lead them back? Buford out in front big time. No one's near him. Come to shoot a go. Now can Luigi beat the 00 back? That is a point there, but it looks like the 00 on the inside lane is gonna get that spot. So it's gonna be Jonathan Buford to win the 07, and Luigi does beat Racer. However, it's only by a point. They're gonna go into the final 2 races 10 points apart, as long as they finish it like they will. Yellow flag, third caution will end the race under the yellow flag. It's going to be Jonathan Buford with the victory here at Texas World, as it was a very, I don't have words to describe the race, it's pretty ridiculous race at the fact that how they were squeezing together there. But it's going to be Jonathan Buford and victory lane with this yellow flag ending the race. So let's see what happens very quickly. The caution coming out looks like Danny Brent, the 88, did get some damage in this. They were 4 wide, just like we've seen time and time again. They squeeze together down the backstretch. Danny Lloyd and Marshall Burrow, they make contact up into the outside there. Looks like it may have been the 11 of Jake Galloway. Danny Brent, the 88, nowhere to go. He bounces off right there. The 20, Ricky Miller, finally gets into it. Riley Sprue to the 60, damaged right there. Tim Randolph may have driven through in the 41. But nevertheless, the yellow flag does come out. We'll end the race a few laps early, and it's going to be Jonathan Buford enjoying victory lane here in the Nationwide 250 at Texas World. A very crazy race, very ridiculous race in terms of the crashes that we saw. And it's over. So yellow flag in the air, a few chasers, and oh my gosh, we did not see that the first time. But some trucks came into it, absolutely destroyed Marcia Burrow, Derek Bouchard. They both end up on their lid. So here they are racing into the crash. And as we'll see right here, nailing the 10, up over the 88, the 10 flipping, the 15 is up off the ground, then the 10 and the 15 roll at the end. So crazy crash there at the end. We didn't see that the first time through. A lot of trucks damaged in that. But it's Jonathan Buford winning the race back to the caution flag and winning the race. So he's at the white flag. Checkered flag will be out this time for the 07. We'll come back at that. Down the front stretch to see the checkered flag here at Texas World. It's going to be Jonathan Buford to win the Nationwide 250 under the yellow flag. Crazy race, caution field race, checkered flag. It's over. Jonathan Buford wins the Nationwide 250 over Oliver Galloway, one of our chasers. So with that, let's go see the finish results. Now the chase was affected. Here are the finish results from the Nationwide 250 at the Texas World Superspeedway. 3 caution flags for 10 laps and 5 lead changes, 6 different drivers leading laps in this race. Jonathan Buford in the 07, leading 4 laps en route to his victory with Oliver Galloway in second. Kishon Merchant fourth. Cole Luigi, a good point save for him. However, Racer also had a good point save. Luigi ends up fourth. Marcus Hutchie from the pole, 6 laps led, the tie for the most, ends up inside the top 5. Then Racer, points leader, finished right behind Cole Luigi. Luigi only gains 1 point in this race. Sir ends up 6th. Eli Tomlin, tied for most laps as well, ends up 7th. Anton Charbois 8th. Max Rossi 9th. And Michael Sanders rounds out the top 10. So as you look at the top 20, how about Anthony Hernandez, the 13? I don't think he had a front end to that truck. He ends up 20th. But just to focus on the 31 and the 30 battle, because right now they're really the two fighting for the championship at this point in time. You look at that and you think Luigi had a 4th place finish. Should be a good point stay, should be a good gain of points. However, Racer, whenever the 31 does good, the 30 also does good. Whenever the 31 is a mediocre day, the 30 does good. I mean, it's not like Luigi's gaining any points with these good finishes. He got a 12th at Talladega. He lost points to the 30 then. I mean, he gets a 4th here, and he only gains 1 point on the 30. And then for Racer and Cole Luigi, you think, if you're Luigi, you have to be thinking, man, the luck of that 30, because the 31 got passed by Oliver Galloway there coming to the caution flag, and then the 30 had the 51, the 28 right behind him. The 41 finished 13th. You had the 11 down there. You had the 13. So I mean, a lot of these chasers finished right behind the 30, but just could not get by him, and it allows the 30 to gain a good amount of points and only fall 1 point to Cole Luigi at the right side. As we see, Racer still with a 10-point gap over Cole Luigi, who keeps his second position, actually gains. As Tim Randolph, 3rd place, is pretty far back at this point in the points. It would have to take some miracle for anyone 3rd on back to have a shot. Right now, it's going to be mano a mano championship battle. And coming into these final 2 races, there's a chance Racer could leave Rockingham next race and know he has the championship. If he does good enough at Rockingham, he knows he can leave that race as a champion of the Pennzoil Truck Series heading into Homestead. So I mean, Sir can lock this championship up next race at Rockingham. That's just how far away he is from Colucci. But if he has a really bad race, Colucci can try and get in there, claw into that points, and make it a sustainable gap that he can try and close in at, a manageable gap that he can try and close in at, and we'll see if he can do it. As we head to our next race, the penultimate race of the Pennzoil Truck Series Season 5, we head to Rockingham for the Toyota 200. I will see you guys then.